for joining us.
Thank you, amigo. You're so kind.
I'm so accurate because he really is phenomenal, and everybody knows who you are anyway. So the fact that you're lending your time to be here is great. Thank you very much for joining us.
This is an honor. It's an honor.
Well, it's an honor for us too. We have a lot of questions for you. I know you're very busy, so we'll get them done very quickly. Now, you are a Hammond player.
Yes.
But you have a lot of other things going on as well. And I want to talk to you not just about Hammond organ, but also about sort of some technical tips, creative tips, things that you can offer our viewers, because we have a lot of young viewers and a lot of viewers of different levels of keyboard playing that are very eager to learn from a master such as yourself.
Well, I don't know about that.
I think so, yes.
I may have some tips, but
okay.
I think one of the things is that with the SK1, which is the instrument I play, you know, I always use, you know, the Hammond or the Leslie trigger thing on my foot, because I use it quite a bit, almost like you would, you know, the old Leslie that you do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different ways to make it your own too. There's the distortion, the chorus. I add a little distortion because I always like John Lord, which is, look him up, Deep Purple.
Yeah.
And I like that rock element more my bag than, say, like Reverend Jimmy Smith over there, who's incredible. And so those are some of the things. The rest is just up to you to put your own soul into it and make it yours.
That's a good point. A lot of people look at a Hammond organ, and especially the drawbars, and they say, what do I do? Oh my gosh, there are these. I had one girl in the studio call them slidey bars.
Yeah.
And that aside, it does beg the question of, are there correct and incorrect drawbar settings, or do you feel like you should just set them how you want them? And if so, do you have any particular settings that you like for yourself?
I don't think there's any rules. Obviously, it's kind of fun to play with them, and while you're playing, you can add voicings or take voicings away.
Right.
And then, you know what I do too also, I create presets all in a row.
Okay.
So if I'm like playing a thing and I want it to go in 4 or 5 different levels, I just, and it's easier than doing the drawbars, because it will do those 5 settings
for you, right?
Yeah.
So you're really into. It sounds like you're into preparedness then.
Yeah, oh, very much.
And do you feel that being prepared is important as a keyboard player?
Number one.
Number one is preparedness for Alan Hewitt here.
Number one.
How do you prepare for a tour?
I learn everything so much that it's muscle memory.
Second nature, basically.
Because I don't like to read stuff while I'm playing and performing.
Sure.
You know? And so if I go through that stuff enough, and believe me, I just drill it in until I can't stand it anymore.
Well, so take us through the drilling it in part, because a lot of keyboard players and musicians in general, I think, we love to play, but we don't so much love to practice.
Yeah.
But practicing is so important in terms of pushing yourself forward as a career musician. So what can you say about maybe if you have a daily routine or some practice tips that you can share with us?
Well, I think one of the things is that I do the same thing every day as far as my finger exercises, and, you know, going up the scales, doing all that stuff. And then it depends on what tour I'm doing, but if say I'm doing the Moody Blues, I'll just refresh myself every once in a while on their songs and keep doing it.
Right.
And a lot of times I'll come up with new things and I'll add those to each.
Nice.
I'll stick it in on the guys.
Sure.
And but I think one of the things, you know, as a touring musician, you know, attitude and being able to be versatile, because a lot of artists, they'll change what they're always changing, so you have to change with them. Right. And not cop an attitude about it and all that kind of stuff.
So just to be So just to be relaxed and to always be prepared.
Yeah.
There's that preparedness again that you're talking about. To be able to go with it all the time, right?
Yeah, and just go with the flow.
Yeah?
Go with the flow, don't cop a tune.
Let's talk about kids for a minute. There are a lot of kids that want to get into music as their professional career.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of coverage has been done on how to encourage the children. But I want to talk about any tips or encouraging words you can offer the parents, because it's the parents that really hold the purse strings to the future that the child wants to get into, right?
Yeah.
So as a professional musician yourself who's supporting a family, what words of wisdom or advice can you give to the parents?
That's a good one, because I think it's to allow them to fall in love with it, don't you? You know, like, because my parents, there was nobody before me. So it was just, and I started out as a drummer.
Okay.
So they just let me do my thing, and I started playing with all these older guys and learning from them, and it's a constant thing of learning anyway. But I think, you know, when I see like parents like pushing their kids in certain things, and then they end up not playing anymore. They don't like it. So I think allowing your kid to just fall in love with the music.
So, Alan, thank you so much for joining us at Keyboard Magazine. Stay tuned for more awesome artist interviews and profiles coming soon. See you next time.
See you, everybody. Thank you.